Alright, let's bring up the wubs. Oh, yes. As we wait for the next player out of Torrey Pines, as we know, there are multiple GMs on that team, so definitely still possible for them to close this one out. It's not like those were the only good players or anything, and all of a sudden they don't have anyone to finish. Updated tournament bracket. Yes, there is. I will find that for you in a minute. It will be somewhere. Oh, what the hell? This one's not updated. Blech. Well, that's the bracket, the official bracket we're using. But apparently it's not updated, which is weird. Oh shit, we got Sanddbox coming out. Alright, so let's see. Sand. He's got 2 D's in his name, it's weird. Oh yes, so we got a really good player now. But apparently he has not played a single game of HOTS this season, as he is not ranked. It's kind of weird. We will see how this goes. So, to the top right is the blue Zerg spawning for Everest and Menlo High Schools. It is Paperboat taking the last game. Oh, I didn't update the scoreboard. Whoops. 2 games. There we go. And to the bottom as the red Zerg from Torrey Pines High School and playing for Team Infinity 7. It is Sanddbox, resident previous GM, who has not played that much HOTS, I don't think, apparently, because he's not ranked right now, which is kind of weird. But we will see how well he does anyway. So it's CVZ. For the most part, I understand that this is pretty much Ling Bane in the beginning, as it was in Wings, and then it revolves around getting your mutas as fast as you can, as well as securing a third base as fast as you can. Maybe not as fast as you can, but securing a third base compared to them. You usually use lings to try to deny the third base as much as you can as well, because the 5th and 6th gas really determine how many mutas you can get, and if your third is like a lot faster than the other player's third, for the most part you're going to pull ahead, since you're going to surpass them in gas income, and then that obviously means you're going to surpass them in muta production. So I haven't actually seen a game in the new patch with the upgraded spore damage to mutas, so I'm not quite sure how that's actually going to play a role. I haven't really seen any of that yet, so we shall see if that becomes a major factor or not. But looks like both players are doing the exact same builds. We're going to have early pulls into hatches, so no gas for either player yet, so they're doing exactly the same thing, playing extremely passive. I didn't put the music on. Extremely passive, no really early, like 10 pools or anything like that. Someone said ZVZ gives people heart attacks, and I'm one of those people that get them. Seeing Link Bling early on is actually extremely exciting. It's hilarious. I like freak out whenever I see Baneling's about to kill a group of lings and then it doesn't. I'm just like, it's crazy. So we have one gas coming down from each player. Again, absolutely pretty much perfectly mirrored barrels right here. Sanddbox's is a little bit earlier, maybe a little later. So his speed is going to be just a little bit later, but it's not going to play into that big of a, factor. God, someone do something exciting. I do not want to cast another turtle game. Oh my goodness. There's been too many turtle games this series. Someone just throw down the Baneling nest and just make 20 Banelings and go, please. I need to see that. I need something uplifting. Most preferably Sanddbox. Oh yeah, we also didn't talk about the super meta spore in the other player's base to supply block them, so that they can never make units. Gosu strats. Someone actually posted that in the BattleNet forums when that that patch was posted, and oh my god, like, that's just so stupid. Like he was so serious about it too. He was just like, I don't remember exactly what he said. Just something about just like how that's gonna be like the new thing, and you can't make overlords anymore. Oh boy, how stupid could you be? So we have defensive Baneling nests coming down for both players right here. Again, both of them are deciding to do absolutely nothing aggressive whatsoever. However, Paperboat is going for the much quicker layer off of only one gas so far. Just now getting his 3 extra gases, I mean. And we currently see no layer that now just starting from Sanddbox, also off one gas, not getting his extra ones just yet, just now going to be getting his 2nd and 3rd, no 4th gas though. There we go. Alrighty then. Everything moving along quite smoothly here. Oh my god, that's a crazy, it's a crazy hype box there. Wow. That's pretty interesting. Both players are even supply capped at the exact same supply. That's quite funny. It would be even funnier if their overlords were being made at the same exact speed too, but So the layer's going to finish here for Paperboat much faster. Actually, not that much faster, only about 10 seconds faster than Sanddbox's. And there goes the Spire, as well as the third base. Third base going down for Sanddbox as well, at basically the same time. And he's looking to get his Spire right now as well, not quite getting it just yet. Both making 12. These people are doing exactly the same builds. Exactly the same. They're even down to the amount of lings that they're getting. Like, my goodness. This is crazy. They're both going to try to go deny each other's thirds as well, I'm assuming. But it looks like Sanddbox is going to have to... Paperboat's going to have to stay back for a little bit as Sanddbox is going for the attack first. So Muta, or the Spires are going to be pretty much evenly or made at the same time, even though Sanddbox is a little bit later. It's not going to matter that much just because they were built at such equal times that there's really no advantage to Paperboat, because by the time the mutas even get to the other base, the mutas from Sanddbox are going to be out anyway. So the only thing that Paperboat's going to have on his side is that he's going to be able to kill the overlords of Sanddbox by the time he gets over there, and Sanddbox isn't really going to be able to do anything about it. So Paperboat's going to be able to come in here, see the Spire timing, knowing exactly what's going down, knowing that he can't just run in with mutas and win, because if he could, then he'd be playing someone terrible. The third base has not been denied by either player, which is interesting. Usually I see these huge battles going on to take out the third bases, and usually third base is being cancelled or killed multiple times in DVZs, but these players playing about as passive as you could possibly play. So at this point, it's just how many mutas can each person make. Currently, it's 9 to 5. This is what I was saying. The overlords are going to be shut down from Paperboat, and the map vision is going to be denied. You usually don't just gun it right to the other person's mineral line with mutas and ZVZ. You just shut down the overlords at first to deny scouting and get rid of the map vision, and then you try to be a little bit fancy with them. But again, you have to be very careful, since if you're it's like Phoenix versus Phoenix in PvP. If you lose your mutas accidentally in the open, then it's kind of like you just kind of like domino effect, like you just kind of roll downwards in continuous motion, as you could never actually win again. It's even worse in PvP, I think, because you can't make multiple Phoenix at once like you can mutas. You can only make them as many targets as you can. They're also more expensive, so yeah. Zerg is a pretty forgiving race, am I right? So again, they're just playing very passive, just trying to poke around with the mutas as much as they possibly can. Paperboat looks like he wants to actually attack here, but even their supplies are dead even. They're only up by 1 supply. This is ridiculously close. Relder, shut up. The muta counts are, I think, perfectly even. Nope, there's 2 more for for Sanddbox right now, but that's obviously going to be negated quite shortly here as more of them start to be made. Now at perfectly even. Muta counts. Oh boy. What shitstorm did I start? Do you want me to give you a kiss on the cheek or something? Does that make you feel better? Oh my god, an engagement! We're having an engagement! The muta counts are extremely even right now. There's only like a 1 lead for Paperboat. Now they're just completely even. Like, it's so hard to tell who's actually winning this fight, because no one actually is. But it looks like Paperboat's gonna retreat right now. Thinks he has the disadvantage, and indeed he does. He's down a couple of mutalisks at this point, and also Sanddbox does have the defender's advantage, so his mutas are going to be getting to the fray much quicker. Paperboat is down in supply right now, so I forgot to look at the upgrades. Alright, they're the same upgrades, so that didn't come into a factor at all. 100 upvotes on TL, man. I'll be looking for that thread. If you could get upvotes on TL, then I will give you some massive respect. Alright, second engagement coming in here now. The muta count is still extremely even. Paperboat's actually up 1 muta now. It's hilarious, this is all I have to say. Like, well, he's up 1 muta, so he's got a somewhat advantage. And that's basically all I can say. What I can say, though, is that there's a 4th base here from Sanddbox and not a 4th base from Paperboat. He's also got a fairly low drone count, only at 56, but there's only 4 more for Sanddbox, so it's not that big of a deal. And a 5th base is also going to be going down from Sanddbox, so Paperboat really needs to start getting some extra bases here. He's going to start falling behind ever so slowly. Muta count is still dead even, and another fight is going to be going down, but it looks like Sanddbox is starting to take a bigger lead right now. He's got 1-1 now compared to the 0-1 of Paperboat, so that's going to play huge into these upcoming battles. That's why he just was able to gain that muta lead so convincingly, really. Some Ling's going to try to do some counterattacking. The fifth base is definitely going to get denied, and the second base is going to get ran away from him. He's going to go right to the third, going to try to snipe that down. I don't think he's going to be able to kill that. Another huge Ling run by going up into the main as well. Going to try to do as much damage as he can. It looks like the third is going to get saved. Queen might die in the main, but that's about it. He's going to lose a couple drones too, but not the biggest deal. The big deal here is that we still have a large advantage in the muta count and the upgrade count for Michelle Sanddbox. And again, we see no fourth base coming down from Paperboat, even though he has the money to be able to do so. He is not opting to do so. Opt. It's just a funny word. He's not opting to do that. Another muta engagement, but Paperboat's going to have to fall back, as again, he is behind in the muta count, so he's going to be forced back all the way into this main. I'm pretty sure Sanddbox can just A-move into that right now, unless there's some spores over here. No, there are not. He's got a pretty big muta count lead at this point. He's up by 5. The upgrades have equalized at this point, though, so it won't be as one-sided as it would have been a couple seconds ago, but I think you can still do some good damage. But there is also the consideration of the defender's advantage. So, smart move by Sanddbox of not actually attacking there. A couple of mutas kind of just going into nowhere. That's a little, that's not advised. He's going to lose a couple of them, I think. Yep, one goes down, but he's going to regroup with the other ones. And all is well. Counterattack going into the fourth base. Not going to do that much. How many drones have died? Only 4. So not that much. A couple Lings can deny this fourth base down here as well. It's extremely late fourth base. Should have been going down a long time ago. But the mutas are going to come and save that. Nice. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's kind of sick. That Link's purple. I don't know why it's purple. I don't know what it is, but hopefully it's something hilarious. Holy god, these muta counts. Alright, so we got a huge muta count lead for Sanddbox right now. He's up by over 10 right now. He's making a huge impact into Paperboats right now. He's up by 20 mutalists now. That's more than enough to just 1A into the other player's base right now. He's even got a couple Lings going into the natural, so Sanddbox taking an absolutely gigantic lead with that one engagement right there. His +2 is going to be done in just a couple seconds as well, so he's going to be even farther ahead. He's not even going to matter, though. GG is called. Sanddbox takes the final win for Torrey Pines, and they're going on to the round of 4. Nicely played by Everest and Menlo High Schools, however. So thank you everyone for tuning in to watch. It's been a good time. I'm Gemini. You can follow me on Twitter at Gemini SC2_, and you can follow me on Twitch at Gemini SCTV. Bang, 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 bang. Damn frickin'